Oh, well, hey, man. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's talk. All right, it looks like things are getting a little better for Melody and Tisha. Melody decides to invite Tisha over to the house. Tisha bring her a gift, okay? I'm thinking like, okay, this cute little housewarming thing. Nah, it wasn't no housewarming thing for real, for real. It was some wine. And actually, Tisha and Marlo are starting to do another business. You know, they got the Black Cigar Lounge or whatever, and then now they're working on some type of chocolate champagne. I guess when you drink the champagne, it tastes like chocolate or something like that. So chocolate in a bottle. That's what they're working on. And I will say this. Shout out to Tisha and to Marlo for capitalizing off of this show. For sure. They done started, what, 2 different businesses on top of what they already had going on prior to the show. So I got to give that to them, okay? A lot of people may come on these shows and they don't be figuring out a new hustle and using it while they using the platform while they got it up here trying to promote. So I can't even be mad at Tisha for that. They out here, you know, multiplying businesses, honey. So okay. Tisha updates her on the business regarding the bar. She says that everything is good, but they are going to Texas for about a week for cigar week. Okay. Then they're going to also work on a tasting for the champagne, also considering the location out there in Houston as well. So they want to open up a cigar lounge out there. Okay. Now, Mel says that when it comes to her, she's been learning a lot about herself, of course. She says she's learning that people can be really, really insensitive, like insensitive to her time, insensitive to her feelings, honey, just insensitive as a whole. But overall, she is enjoying being free. Okay. Now, she asked Tisha, girl, how's your marriage going? Tisha said, I mean, you know, it's great because you already know me, girl. I'm not going to tell you that it's not good. What I look like? No, ma'am, that ain't Tisha. Tisha tells you what it is I want to tell you. And right now, just know that we good. We see each other, okay? And COVID has actually brought us together, even though it was, you know, tearing other people apart, you know, kind of like yourself, you know, girl, we're good. We're into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Like, girl, we good. We fine. We ain't got no issues over here, honey. So then she says that over the last 6 months, though, things have changed because he's been really, really busy with the business, okay? She said they'll be celebrating their 15 years of marriage coming up soon, and she doesn't want business to really take over everything. She wants to be able to separate business from personal so that they'll still be able to get some time in, okay? Mel tells her that it happens like that sometimes, but the key to everything is staying committed to the goal. I love that. Staying committed to the goal. What's the overall goal for you guys in your relationship? Staying committed to that goal. I love that she said that, okay? Mel also recommends that they probably could use a therapist if they want to. They can get Dr. Francis, okay? And Tisha says, you know, I'm married to a Scott, so Marlo thinks he knows everything, but I think it is good for therapy, even if you don't have issues in your marriage. So, you know, Tisha had to bring it back around so that she understands we got no issues in our marriage, okay? And for anybody else wondering, like I said before, if you didn't hear me clearly, we don't have any issues within our marriage, so it's still good to have a therapist, whether you got issues or you don't got issues, because we fall in the category of, well, we ain't got no issues, okay? So that's that on that, okay? Then we can see Martell over there talking to his mama, honey, she having a snake problem, okay? So not only is her son enough snake for her, but he decided to go ahead and just keep the other snakes out because he wants her to know that I'm the only snake that can enter this property, okay? As far as all the other snakes, we're going to put out some other things out there for them so they don't have to come to the property, okay? Because I am the king of all snakes. So she asked about the grandchildren, want to know how they doing and stuff. He tells the mom about Melody, mom, when he went over there to get the kids and how Melody closed the door in his face. And who answered the door? She did, okay? Spoke on how she answered the door, and she was about to get a bit disrespectful with him, okay, based on how he treated her daughter. And I was just like, you and this word disrespectful, you love talking about people being disrespectful, but you are the most. Girl, what? Anyway, okay, his mom is like, if it didn't feel right and she don't like being around you, because he was like, she wouldn't even give him a hug, and his mama wasn't surprised by that. She was like, then if she don't like you, she don't feel comfortable around you, then she shouldn't be there. She could have went in another room. You came to get your kids. You wasn't there to see her. All right. So his mom thinks she should stay out of it like she does because she has a life. She said, I do have a life, honey. I said, come on, mama. Come on, Mama Martell. Somebody, she got a whole life out here. Martell says that her mom wants to talk to him. She's like, for what? What she want to talk to you about? Honey, stay in your lane. She need to stay over there where she at. I don't know why she over here worried about y'all business. She need to get some business of her own, okay? Now, she tells him, like, listen, ultimately, I want her to keep it positive, okay? And she says that I just think overall everybody should stay where they at. Well, here's the thing for me. Miss Martell, mama, I don't see nothing wrong with this lady wanting to have a conversation with somebody that was her son-in-law, that she actually had a relationship prior before he went and did some whole shit to ruin his own marriage. Just like you sit up there and you always talking about how Mel gonna always be your daughter-in-law and stuff, and how you was over there at her house talking to her, wanting to get her thoughts about shit, opening up to her about the fact that he had a side child, that I see nothing wrong, in my opinion, with with Mel's mom having a conversation. I understand completely her saying like, oh, we should stay out of it. That's fine. Y'all can stay out of it, but there's nothing wrong with her expressing herself to him. And I'm glad that she did, because then we learned why. Because she had an issue with him that was even outside of what was going on with Mel and him. It was something that he involved her in, and she needed to address that. So I saw nothing wrong with that. And even if it wasn't, I feel like it's okay to have that conversation, right? Yeah, because they still gonna kind of be family at the end of the day, because that's their grandmama. But it's all good. Okay, so then we at Black, right? We see Marlo over here giving a motivational conversation to the staff. I'm like, look at Marlo. Boy, okay, I guess do what you got to do. I understand he's trying to retain his customers. He's trying to continue to keep them coming back because they are doing well. He got to remind people that, listen, customer service is important, okay? You know, people don't like to frequent Black businesses too often, okay? Not for real. So we want to maintain that support and that customer service. Then he goes on to say that he feels as though Jalen should be the one giving this pep talk instead of him. All right, and I'm sitting up here thinking, because how he was talking about Jalen, he was talking as though he could do better as a manager. And I'm like, well, Tisha tried to tell you that last year, but you wasn't trying to hear Tisha because you wanted to keep it all in the family. So here we go. But we learned out some more information from Jalen about how Marlo ain't even pulling his weight. So let's get into that. All right, Jalen speaks on the staff. You know, he calling out. So Jalen speaks on the staff calling out last week, and he says that you don't have to worry about that this week. We got a lot of people today, so life is grand. Okay, Marlo says the key to getting people to work here is they have to want to work here. Okay, so we want to make sure that we give them that environment where they want to work there. All right, Marlo calls him outgoing, and Jalen has to cut him off. He was like, wait a minute, what you call me outgoing? He said, you must not know me, just like your wife don't know my mama. Okay, clearly you must not know me, because listen, I'm not outgoing around strangers. That's not me. I'm not outgoing. I'm outgoing around people that I know, but not no strangers. Like, that's dead. Okay, Marlo asked him about his thoughts on his performance. He said, I feel like I did good for me not to have no experience. I think I'm doing fine. So Jalen says that his issue with Marlo is that when I try to tell you what it is that I need, you like disregard it as if like, nah, it don't matter. Like, no, that's not important. What's important is this. And so Marlo tells him that that's not true. But of course, I believe Jalen with what Jalen is saying. He tried to tell Jalen, listen, I want you to know we about to go to Houston. So you're going to be the only person here. You're going to have to deal with everything. And Jalen's like, that's fine, because I'm always the only person here having to deal with things. I've reached out to you and Tisha on multiple occasions, and y'all always telling me to figure it out. Okay, so that's the problem. And the reason why it's a problem is because y'all was the ones that sat up here and told me. Y'all was the ones that sat up here and told me, girl, that y'all was going to give me some type of training and stuff. But whenever I go to y'all, y'all ain't got there for me. Now, I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, baby, I'm going to need some help, and I'm going to need some real help. I'm going to need some real assistance. I'm going to need somebody that has experience in this field, honey, so that they can help me. But of course, Marlo heard him out, knew he was telling the truth, and decided that he is going to get somebody else to work in that space with Jalen as well. Okay. What else did we have? That was pretty much it. Okay. That was pretty much it. He just tells Jalen, like, after you and I had this conversation, you know what my expectations are. So I'm gonna need you to rise to the occasion, basically. Let's move on to Martell and Mama Mel. So they link up to go to the park. She wanted to talk to him. Woo, she looked like she was gonna get up and give him a hug, but he was like, "Nah, you can sit down." I was like, oh, "Okay," because I'm like, "You gonna give him a hug today?" Because you want to give him shit the other day, girl. You literally stood there. I was cackling. All right. Martell sitting up there having a conversation with her, talking about how he don't do well with disrespect, but he felt the need to hear her mama out. I said, "Baby, if y'all do not go find a corner with a cross jacket for this man, sitting up here talking about something he don't do well with disrespect." But you figured you would hear them out. So while you out here disrespecting people, you always want them to hear you out. This is what it's funny to me. Let's move on. Okay, so Melody's mom says she wanted to talk because they haven't gotten a chance to talk since everything has gone down. She says that she isn't there to make him feel uncomfortable or to try and attack him or blame him or anything. You know, he was appreciative of that because he don't like people being biased. Girl, bye. Then, so her mom says that it's hard to heal when there's still pain inflicted. So basically what happened was there was a post that Martell made about her keeping his kids away from him. And she felt the way about that because she said, you know me, you know that's not what I'm about, and you know that's something I would never do. So I don't like that. And then Martell is saying, well, listen, When I try to reach out to Mel, she's ignoring my calls, and I call you because you got me blocked. I can't get through. Then to me, that does feel like you are withholding my children from me. Okay. And what else did she say to them? She tells him that, well, listen, Martell, here's the thing for me. You have spoke to me in some very disrespectful ways that my daughter has never spoke to your mama. Okay. She's never said anything like that to your mama, but you feel the need to come and say this to me. Oh, no, baby, that's not how that works, okay? What else did she say? She says they were a family at one point, and she never thought that she'll ever see her grandkids raised without, their dad in the home, them being separate. And what else did they talk about? She wants them to still work on that family dynamic for the children. If they're not going to be it for themselves, at least let's work on it for the kids so that they don't have to feel the impact of their parents' decisions, primarily their father. All right. So then Martell speaks on it being a challenge for him. I don't give a damn about what Martell's talking about a damn challenge. It's a challenge for your kids. We're not talking about you. Honestly, it's a challenge for your children. Okay. What else did he say? Her mom calls him out for saying for years you lied and you convinced us of who you are as a person when that wasn't really who you were. So he said he brings it back around, and I didn't really like this. Her mom was saying that he convinced her that he wasn't cheating anymore and stuff. But then he starts bringing up how Mel was disrespectful and this and that. And I think that's just the hard part for me when we have conversations. I understand if you feel like Mel has done something wrong. I get that. And we really don't even have to go back down that road, Martell. But since you're taking it there, I just feel like just own what you did. Okay? If Mel was that bad, you should have filed for a divorce, but you did it. Okay? You still stayed there. And then you use the excuse of the fact that you cheated on her or whatever. And then come off as though it's a mistake. But I'm glad her mama corrected you by the end of that conversation. Stop bringing up other shit and just sit in yours. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought up the disrespect that Mel was giving him, and then he speaks on, oh, well, things were a challenge, and it's like, I do not care about none of this shit you talking about. It's a challenge, and this is the disrespect that you have brought upon on your own. So stop bringing that shit up. Okay. So then, what else did he say? Yeah. And then he started going back to the whole cheating topic and talking about that. And I'm like, baby, I wish you would have said, baby, we ain't even got to go that far back. Okay. We ain't even got to get into all that. I just want you to know that you convinced me to believing that you were one person and you weren't. And that's fine. It was what it was. Let's focus on what we're going to do for these kids, okay? That's what I wish you would have said. But he continued to bring up, you know what I'm saying, what Mel did, which is what caused him to cheat. Then get a damn divorce. If she was that damn bad, just leave her. What the fuck? So then I like how her mom called him out and tells him that he started getting comfortable with doing what he wanted to do in his marriage. Out here with other women. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. And then she said, at that point, it's no longer a mistake. Okay, this was a conscious decision that you was out here making. So this was something you moved with intent. So don't stand up here and say that it was a mistake. He was like, you right. I'm like, oh, okay. You want to tell her she right. But then turn around, he going to be telling her she wrong. So he was like, you right. At first it was a mistake. And then after that, it was a conscious decision. You right. Okay. Anyway, so she tells him, listen, just no matter what, going forward, let's just make sure we don't put anything out there on social media that's going to create an issue, okay? And if it's going to be about love, let it be about love for the kids. So I was here for her on that. He actually hugged her and he did apologize to her, but I just feel like y'all know how Martell apologizes go. They don't go very far, okay? They only go to the stop sign at the beginning of the street, and that's just where it ends, okay? Where else do we have? So we meet the new woman, Tiffany. She got her newlywed husband. They've been together for or at least they've been married for a year. Their 1 year anniversary is coming up. They got 2 kids. I believe his child is 15, hers is 13. They're close in age, so they come up as brothers, okay? You look at them, they look like they damn brothers anyway. Okay, she talks to him about Mel and about Mel wanting to have the interns and stuff. She talks about the invite to the party, yada, 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 okay? This is what's going on with Miss Tiffany, but we're going to really get into Miss Tiffany when she go to Miss Destiny's party, because Miss Tiffany came with a bag of items, okay? So we get to Houston, okay? Tisha's at the hotel. She don't arrive. Marlo didn't get there yet. He'll be there the next day. Long story short, they're on the phone talking about their sexcapades and how they want to be able to bring in romance. He's talking about sex. She's like, romance doesn't always have to include sex or whatever. So they're over there talking about that. So hopefully they'll get a chance to have some romance and some sex, honey. That's all they was really talking about. They weren't talking about too much, honey. I think we'll get into more of Marlo and Tisha on next week's episode when they actually go and tour some places and network with other people. So I think we'll see something then. Getting to Destiny's dinner. let's get into it. So Destiny says that she needs drinks and she needed this to link up with the girls after the last few months that she's had. And I'm sitting up here with like, well, Destiny, feel free to open up and let us know what these the last few months have been about, because you've told us a lot about what's going on with Miss Mel. So tell us about your last 6 months, Destiny. When are we gonna get into it? Talk to us. All right. So Mel tells her she invited her friend Tiffany or whatever because she felt as though Tiffany would be a good connect for Destiny, considering the fact that Destiny has been working with Chamber of Commerce. I believe Tiffany has held a big position with the Chamber of Commerce for some time. So I'm like, for me, I'm keeping that in mind, that Mel invited her with good intentions for her to be a connect to Destiny. I don't think Mel was privy to a lot of stuff that Miss Tiffany was going to say, and I know they've shown previews where it looks like Mel and Destiny, or at least Destiny, gonna be getting into it with Mel, and it's probably gonna be over the stuff that happened with Miss Tiffany. But I think, and I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see, but I already feel like it's gonna be a misplacement of anger because of what she went through within her marriage. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all know my girl Kimmy there. Okay, so a few other people that's there or whatever, Miss Destiny's friends. Okay, Mel brings up the fact that Destiny's not with her man anymore, but she's hoping that he reconsider. They reconsider. They be together. Kimmy's taking like for a shot. Like, what is this girl? Who said that? What's going on? And so Destiny said, oh, girl, I ain't tell you. She was like, no, you didn't tell me. And I don't really like what I'm hearing with BIT. Girl, just know that I've been divorced. You know what I'm saying? It's final. So we're good. And she was like, what? I'm sorry. She said, no, man, what you, don't be sorry for me, girl. We need to drink to that. She was like, I know, but girl, I just don't, I'm not for people getting a divorce. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to see marriages fail. That's just, I'm not that friend, girl. Okay? And she said, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. She's like, girl, I'm not gonna make you cry, but I'm just letting you know how it is that I feel. I'm so sorry. Okay, that right there lets me know that Miss Destiny definitely still cares about LeBerick and that marriage that she had, and I don't blame her, because she said that she was surprised to see them get a divorce too, because they have a brand new marriage and they also have a brand new baby. That's crazy. Okay, so that's a different type of issue to be going through. Okay, you just had this damn baby and y'all and you just got married, just had a baby, and just got a damn divorce, girl. That's a lot. That's a lot on Miss Destiny. Okay, so Tiffany arrives. Okay, I think she was like the last person to get there, honey. Tiffany said that she and Destiny may have met each other a while back when Martell and Mel used to throw parties and stuff like that at their house, girl. So Kimmy and Tiffany know each other by way of their sons, because I believe they played on the same football or baseball team or something like that. So then, for some reason, I do not understand why Tiffany felt as though it was her place to even bring up anything about this woman's child. What if somebody would have came to you and said your son was sucking dick in the bathroom or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like in front of all these ladies. Would you have wanted her to say something like, you know what I'm saying? Or if he was fucking some girl in the bathroom, like, would you have wanted that? Somebody, Mom, what was it? Monster, he was vaping in the bathroom. What's that? And Kimmy said, excuse me? What? She was like, monster, vaping in the bathroom. Okay. She was like, oh, that sounds like a Maurice question. Woo. Okay, now Miss Kimmy was taken back because she's like, what the hell? First of all, you telling me about a child's business. Okay, my child, that ain't got shit to do with you. And you saying it in front of everybody. Number two, why is you telling me and his own daddy ain't even tell me? See, now we got some problems. Okay, so Miss Kimmy definitely felt the way, and she should. Okay, then what else did we see? First of all, we learned that Jalen has a crush on Destiny. Okay, and when Destiny was speaking on Kimmy's child, she kind of like flipped that hair, and she said, wait a minute, baby, don't flip that hair, honey. Okay, I will say this. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I am loving the friendship that Destiny and Kimmy are having right now. I am loving it, okay, because they've had their issues in the past when she talked about how LeBerick can cook or whatever the man name is. Oh, he's a good cook and the food was good or whatever. I like where they are now. They're working on their friendship and stuff. Yeah, and it's crazy. That's sad because Miss Destiny was going hard for her husband when that situation happened with Kimmy. As she should, because that's her husband, only to turn around and you're not even with this man no more. Girl, he is so disrespectful. Let's go ahead and move on. So then Tiffany says that I didn't know you were married or whatever. And it was so fake how Tiffany did it. For me, that confirmed she had every intention on bringing this shit up. Because this is what she said. She's like, I didn't know you were married. Well, let me think. And it's like, bitch, did you think? You didn't think because you knew you were going to bring this up. You just wanted to figure out how you were going to bring it up. So she was like, I didn't know you were married. Wait, let me think. Yeah, because we were at Mel's house. Yeah. And then I came up to you because, you know what? He had got an award, right? He got an award. And then I came up to you like, oh my God, yeah, I like your dress. Loved your outfit the other day. And you looked at me and you said, yeah, that wasn't me. Okay. And then the girl next to her said, are you sure it was her husband? She was like, yeah, because he got an award for it. Like, I know, for real, that was her man. That wasn't you? Oh, you have to go to the bathroom now. Okay, well, I didn't mean to throw shade. I didn't mean to do that. You know, I'm just calling out what it is that I saw. You know, well, it's her birthday. She can cry if she wants to. But I'm just telling you guys what it was that I saw. And I saw her man with a woman. I thought it was her, and it wasn't. So if he was cheating, don't blame me. Blame him. That has nothing to do with me. I cannot. Okay? I felt like she definitely was coming there with an intention to say exactly what she said. She didn't even give herself enough time to think. Like I told y'all, she was just trying to figure out how she was going to get this out of her damn mouth. I do think that was shady, even though she said she wasn't being shady. It was shady. And I bet you when them tables turn, when somebody tells your business, you're not going to like it. And then the other thing that I wanted to say is I feel like Tiffany was needed. Y'all may not feel that way. Y'all may be like, nah, it was a hit show without her. We ain't need her, this and that. I understand. But Mel and Tisha are now on the verge of getting their friendship back on track. They were like the issue. Like they were the girls that we were like watching for. Like, of course, it was the Martell and the Mel situation, right? But when I look at the friend dynamic of the girls, like Mel and Tisha are starting to be cool. Now, Tisha does have an issue with Kimmy, but I noticed they don't have a lot of scenes together. Not sure why they don't have a lot of scenes together at this time, and the show just started. We'll see. So the little messiness that Miss Girl bring, I ain't tripping too much about it, especially with how Miss Destiny was all up in everybody else's business. Now it's time for us to talk about you for a little bit. Let's see what you got going on over there for a little bit. So Miss Tiffany got to be the one to bring it up. Yikes, it sucks. So we'll just watch it and see how it plays out, girl. You know, I want to hear y'all thoughts and comments down below. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about the latest episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's all I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.